Hi, Tim here from World of Sleuths. I'm here with the reading update, and at the end I'll show what 4 books were picked of the 8 that I showed a week ago for my for the read-along I have for the August read-alongs. First off, I'll start with what I'm currently reading. I haven't finished anything in the past week. I've been busy and stuff. If you can't tell with the boxes back there, we're getting ready to move, and that's why you haven't seen me doing as many videos and stuff. We're moving in in a little over a month, or not even a month now. So first off, I'm reading Sky Masters. This is not one for the read along. Last month I read Flight of the Old Dog. Yep, this is somewhat, and they're both in the same series. Or Flight of the Old Dog was first book in the Patrick McClanahan series. This one, some places Alex says it's the second, other places says it's the third. So, but I'm reading this one now, and I'll read the other one that the sources switch between next. And I'm halfway done with this book. Okay, the next are the ones that are July read-alongs for my Goodreads group, and also I show it here on BookTube. The book is Our Game by David Baldacci. It's a second of the King and Maxwell series, where they're going after a serial killer, and they're trying to find a serial killer where each victim that he kills, he makes it look like something that a famous serial killer had killed. Next one, this is Assumed Identity by David Morrell. He's the guy that wrote the Rambo books and stuff. This one's about intelligence agent that one of the assignments he was on went bad, and somehow they knew about some of his other identities that he went by, and I don't really want to get into much more into it, because there's a lot of action in it. Next one is Where Are the Children by Mary Higgins Clark. I'm almost 2/3 the way done with this book, and I really like this book. It's about a lady that used to live in San Francisco. She was married and had 2 kids. Well, then her kids were murdered, and they thought she had done it, and so she served a little bit of time in prison, but got out on an appeal. And now, 6 years later, it's on her birthday. She has a new husband, a couple kids, and they get murdered. And they're looking at her for being the murderer again. And they're tying it, looking back into the past one, also trying to figure that out. And the last one for this month's read along is Dark Horse by Tammy Hogue. It takes place in the horse show business for these professionals, and takes place in Florida in the winter, in southern Florida, where they go and train all winter long, where there's nice weather. But it's about showing some of the seedy side behind it too and stuff. And it's an ex-cop trying to solve the crime. And okay, and then for my public domain reads, I've been reading The Window at the Black Cat, which is where there's an attorney where a woman young woman, or she's 19, comes and approaches him for her father, who's the state treasurer, is considered to be corrupt, but he's disappeared. And she wants him to find her father. She picked him up randomly in the phone book, and because she doesn't want to tell the police, because she doesn't want it to go public that her father's missing. And so he gets a detective to help him out trying to find her father. And there's some other things that happen too, like one of her aunts disappears, and just other mysterious stuff going on. And I figure I'll be finishing it within the next few days. It's a pretty good book. It's by Mary Roberts Reinhardt. Okay, now for the stuff that some of you are probably waiting for, the books for next month's read-along. These are the top 4 books that were voted on out of the 8 that I showed last week. The one that got the most votes is Mary Higgins Clark, The Cradle Will Fall. Second is Simple Genius by David Baldacci. This is a 3rd book in the On King and Michelle Maxwell series. Last month we read the first one, which was Split Second. This month we're reading is Our Game, which I showed you a little bit ago. This is the 3rd one. There's something like 6 books in this series, 5 or 6 books, and I have all of them that I haven't read yet. And the 3rd one is Kill Shot by Elmore Leonard. It looks like it might be a crime thriller or something like that, or crime fiction. And the 4th one is The Keeper's Son by Homer Hickam. And Homer Hickam is a guy that wrote the book October Sky, about how as a boy he watching stuff on the news about the Soyuz and all the early testing the U.S. was doing, and he gets interested, and he goes on to become a aerospace engineer, which he actually did. That's a true life story, but this is some fiction by him, and it has like mystery or thriller elements in it. It takes place during World War II. Well, that's all the books that I have for this time. Like I said, those last 4 are the books that people selected for my read-alongs for in August. I'm glad 2 of them are shorter. That's the Mary Higgins Clark one and the Elmore Leonard one, because like I said, we're moving in the middle of August, and so I'll be busy during August with the reading and moving. If I won't be doing as many videos right now as I normally would because of getting ready for the move and the move. The next month, I don't know how often you'll really see me on here, and never know, the next one might be at our new place. So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.